as you guys know, this engine is seized. So let's take a look underneath and see what that looks like. The oil plug is just ripped off. And there's lots of oil downstream. Look at that huge hole in the oil pan. Could you imagine driving, hearing the crunch, watching the oil pressure gauge go to 0, and then just keep on driving? Oh my God. I was watching some videos on YouTube of people unseizing the engines and then starting them. And, you know, most of the time they had major rod knocks. But I think it would be interesting to hear this run if I can get it unseized. So I'm going to take all the injectors off. Then I'm going to pour diesel fuel and this stuff down in there and let it soak for a week. And then I'm going to try again just to get it unseized. Just as an experiment. That's the plan. I got the hard lines off. There they are right there. You kind of take them off in 2 chunks. Split them into a few pieces so it's easier to get at the bolts down here. This thing's interesting. I think I read it's about like an altitude adjustment. You would adjust this to whichever altitude you're mostly driving at. You want to make sure it goes all the way in. Sometimes these little return nipples will get in the way. Just make sure, because you don't want to bend those or break those off. I wonder if this is going to be in the way. Yeah, so this needs to come out. That's going to be in the way of that one. I got the 4 bolts off the valve cover. I unclipped this linkage, 1 linkage here, some cable, don't know what that is. It's hitting that wire harness back there. I can barely even fit my finger back here. That's how close this is to the firewall. First look at the top end. So look on this side. Some rust on that camshaft. Timing chain's tight. Super tight. They all look like this. They're just kind of burnt around the middle. And I can still see the little needle tip. There is some gunk around the edge down in the hole that I'm pulling out. So I'm cleaning the holes and then spraying some of this penetrant. So now I'm going to pour some of this junk down there. See what happens. So basically I'm going to let this sit for a week, and I'm going to come back and try to turn the motor over. There we go. Slosh that juice around.